Blackstone presents Message from Málaga by Helen Macinnes. This book is read by Jonathan Davis. For my friend Julian, a man who has never given up the ship. 1. So this, thought Ferrier, was El Fenicio, an open courtyard behind a wine shop, a rectangle of hard-packed earth on which rows of small wooden tables and chairs had been set out to face a bare platform of a stage. Its four walls were the sides and backs of two-storied houses, old, faceless, except for a few windows tightly shuttered, and a single balcony, dark, withdrawn. Lights were sparse and haphazard, a few bare bulbs attached high on the walls, as coldly white as the moon overhead, but softened by the clusters of leaves and flowers that cascaded from the vines and ramblers climbing over the worn plaster. There was the lingering scent of roses still heavy with the heat of day. There was the smell of jasmine as ripe as sun-warmed peaches, fluctuating, tantalizing. And there was the music of a solitary guitar, music that poured over the listeners at the tables, surged up the faded walls, escaped into the silence of night and a brilliance of stars. It seemed, Ferrier imagined, as if the perfume of the flowers suited its mood to the ebb and flow of sound, weakening or strengthening when the guitar's chords diminished or soared. His touch of fancy amused him. He had come a long way from the tensions and overwork of Houston, a longer way than the thousands of miles that lay between Texas and Andalusia. He hadn't felt so happily unthinking, so blissfully irresponsible in months. He lifted his glass of Spanish brandy in Jeff Reid's direction to give his host a silent thanks, not for the brandy, it was too sweet for Ferrier's taste, but for this beginning to what promised to be a perfect night. It was all the more perfect because he hadn't quite expected anything like El Fenicio. "Some flamenco now?" Reid had asked at the end of a late and long dinner. "The real stuff. None of those twice-nightly performances for the tourist trade along the Torremolinos Strip. I know a little place down by the harbor. Friday is good there. It will be packed by 1 o'clock. We'd better drop in around 12:30 and make sure of my favorite table. You like flamenco, don't you?" Ferrier nodded, pleased by the fact that Jeff had remembered his taste in music, but a bit doubtful, too. He was thinking of the little places down by the harbor.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?